Hello developers, let's wrap up our functions lesson. So in the previous one you saw how to pass arguments to a function, but the issue with the previous one was it was only accepting fixed number of arguments, or also known as positional arguments. So in this session we're gonna learn about how to pass a varying number of arguments to a method, and also how to pass dictionary style keyword arguments in the method. Okay, all right, why wait, let's head over to our favorite Visual Studio Code. Hope you can see my screen. So let's define a method here or function. What, so you remember what is the keyword? It is def. Okay, so imagine you have a requirement to sum the numbers, pass to a method called sum-up. Okay, and so the easy way is you can pass n1, n2 and n3, but it has limitation. It can only accept these 3 arguments, not more than 3. Okay, what if the requirement is to accept varying number of arguments? So instead of that, what you can do is you can say star var args, okay, or args, okay, for arguments, and define the method. So when you decorate a parameter here of a function with a asterisk, okay, so it's Python is going to give its superpowers, and it let that function to accept varying number of arguments. So let's understand, let's print out what kind of varga args is this. Okay, so I'm using a formatted one. So I'll say, hey, received args, okay, and args, and let's print its type equal to type. I am using the standard library method here, type, and I will say args. Okay, so let's invoke from here sum 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, and run it. So no, not sum, but sum up. Sorry about that. Sum up and run it. See, it is printing received arguments. So the argument pass has been converted to a tuple, okay, so that you have learned in the previous session, and it can print its type, which says, hey, I'm of type tuple. Okay, so what you can do with this tuple? Well, we can loop over. So I'll say for, okay, elements, okay, in args, okay, print elements. Okay, so let's run it again, clear the screen, cls, run it, and you can see 1 2 3. Okay, let's use this logic and sum them up. So I'll say result initialized to 0, and for every argument passed here, we'll just say result plus equal to element. Okay, and finally return the result. Okay, very good. Now I can say result, instead of result I'll say, hey, totals, okay, total equal to sum up, and I can print format not f total equal to total. Okay, now run it again. As you can see, it's able to sum three numbers parts. So I increase the arguments. This is 4 and 5, and we'll run it again, and now you can see you are able to pass however arguments you want. Okay, but so now let's cover another one. Okay, say def welcome. Okay, so welcome is a method which is now going to accept keyword args instead. So by the way, you can mix and match to your liking, and many standard library functions including print has a capability to accept. You see, instead of args it is using values, so that's totally fine. Okay, so let's print formatted one, received, okay, KWRs, what is the type equal to type of KWR. So, it is just a conventions, you can name whatever you wish. As in the print function, you say they have named as star value. So, this star does matter, this one is doesn't matter. Okay. So, it's a convention used in widespread in the Python library and the authors of the library functions. So, let us invoke the method, say welcome, okay, and greeting. So, we pass greetings equal to good morning, and here person equal to Joe. Okay. So, if you run this, now you can see it is printing received greetings. Now, you from the formatted style, as you might have guessed, it is a dictionary that you saw in the previous session, and the key of the dictionary is a greeting what we have passed, and person that we have passed, and the values. So, it is also emitting what kind of type it is a dictionary. Okay. So, what you can do with the dictionary? Well, we can access for example, you can say, or you can access like this, okay, and greetings. Okay. The issue with this you saw in the previous video, if the key does not exist, then it will result into an exception being thrown. Okay. So, instead you can use keyword arguments dot get and pass the method. If the key exists, it will return the value, otherwise the default value is none. So, it is a safe get. Okay. Or you can, what you can do is, you can even loop over the items. Okay. For k comma v in kw items, okay, like this, and print formatted one. So, k equal to v. Okay. So, let us run it again. There you go. So, the key was greetings and the person was Joe. Okay. So, what else you can do? Well, you can deconstruct it if you want. Okay. You can say the order matters, of course. So, first parameter was greetings, and to whom is the second parameter, and you say keyword argument items like this, and here you can print, okay, formatted one, greetings, okay, to whom. Okay. Now, if you run it, you see greetings, good morning, and the person is it has displayed the values. So, you can deconstruct like this, or you can, even if you want, what you can do is you can use the save get kw arguments dot get greetings and to whom is the kw arguments get person, okay, and then if you run this, so it will say, oh, none Joe, oh, I messed the key, not greetings, but instead it is greetings. Okay. You see, good morning Joe. So, you can pass in the similar way, you can pass however arguments you want. For example, age equal to 23, okay, and if you are passing like that, it is not going to break, but we are not making use of this key. Okay. For that you need to again use a getter method to do that. Okay. That is all I got in this video. So, enjoy programming, and until next time, happy learning. Bye for now.